Alright, I got another battle against someone who is ironically named Chewy, and that's my name. So it was pretty interesting. That's their in-game name. Their actual name is something different. I don't know this person personally, but it was a pretty decent battle. Her team was pretty standard aside from the Glade. And yeah, there were some mind games. Not too much, but it was decent enough for me to want to narrate. So I'm gonna lead off with my Greninja, and she's gonna lead off with her Talonflame, and I go for the Hydro Miss, and yeah, she goes for like a super ballsy U-turn. I mean, I would never stay in on a Greninja with my Talonflame unless I had acrobatics. Anyways, she goes into her Sylveon, and I switch into my Lucario because I know that Sylveon doesn't really carry anything that can touch Lucario. She goes for the light screen, which I thought was standard, nothing too odd. I set up an SD as I Mega Evolve. This is one of two Megas I actually have bred on my game, so just go for the SD, and she's going to go for the Draining Kiss, which, as you're about to see, does very little. Does about 25% or so. I go for another Sword Stance because I know that around here, at around +2, I still won't be able to Oko Sylveon with a close combat, as she goes for a Moonblast and almost takes me out. But now at +3, I know I can take her out with a adaptability close combat. And now I'm really the only thing that can take me out is Talonflame, but I have extreme speed, and at +3, that's going to easily be able to take that out. So sadly, she kind of wastes her Talonflame, and she goes into her Mega Mawile. Obviously hasn't Mega Evolved yet, but she gets the Intimidate off. Really doesn't matter, because she's just gonna end up picking me off with the Sucker Punch. I quad resist that, but I'm at 5 HP, so that's not gonna matter at all. I die to the Sucker Punch, and I'm going to send in my Garchomp to go for nice hard Earthquake. But as you're about to see, Mawile gains some extra bulk when it Mega Evolves, so it's able to live it with just a little bit, about 5% or so, and in turn knocks me out with the Play Rough. So that was probably enough to kill about 2 Garchomps. Um, Next I send in my Talonflame, knowing that even if she went for the Sucker Punch, Acrobatics would just still go first. So I get to take out her Mega Mawile. So yeah, then she sends in her Greninja, and I switch out into my Dragonite, wanting to preserve my Talonflame. Not sure why I felt I needed to preserve it at the time, but anyways, I send it in a Surf. Multi-scale breaks, doesn't do too much, but next turn she's just gonna take me out with the Ice Beam, and pretty much, I'm actually curious as to whether or not a Dragonite would live an Ice Beam from a Greninja if it didn't have protein, because again, it gives stab to everything, so it's pretty ridiculous. I send in my Greninja. I go for the Hydro Pump again. I don't know what I was thinking at this point, but as you can see, it ends up working out fine because it OHKOs it. But oh, now I remember, because she used Ice Beam, so she was an Ice type. All right, so yeah, that makes sense. This is where I made a play that I didn't really understand. I go for the Ice Beam on the Lucario. I guess maybe I just wanted to get some prior damage on it before I sent in my Talonflame, because I didn't think that Acrobatics would kill it um, without any prior damage, and I had seen a few scarfed, what's it called, Lucarios lately, so I didn't want it to be scarfed, if that makes sense at all. Anyways, I take it out with the Acrobatics, and yeah, And then she's got down to her last non, and that's just a Gallade, and it goes down to a sad acrobatic. So I didn't get to do much. I'm kind of surprised it didn't have Shadow Sneaker. Well, actually, it might have, but I probably just outsped it. Anyways, yeah, good battle, interesting. Um, yeah, thanks for watching if you did, and see ya.